Tonight, an arrest in a cold case, the killing of Corey Shearer. Paul Curtis asked you several times over the past year to share the image, a clear image of a person of interest in a murder at a house party in Rancho Cordova in the summer of 2022. Now detectives say they have the killer, who was 17 at the time. Thanks for staying with us at 5:30. I'm Marley Ginter.
And I'm Curtis Ming. Corey Shearer and his friends attended this party. They saw posted to Snapchat, something they say was common among their friends in Ione. And we posted that image of the person of interest right at the top of the Call Curtis Facebook page for more than a year and kept asking you to share this story, and I know you did. I spoke with Corey's parents today, 90 minutes after they heard the news of the arrest. Crystal, for the first time when I asked you how you were doing, for the first time I heard you say, good.
Very good. Very good.
17 agonizing months after their son Corey was murdered, Crystal and Rick Shearer learn of the arrest.
Joy, real bit of joy that you kind of feel.
I'm so beyond relieved.
Up until now, this is the video they've watched over and over again of a person of interest.
That image is burned into my brain forever.
Corey Shearer, the one-time high school athlete, dreamed of moving to Tahoe and opening his own landscape business.
And start his life. He, didn't get a chance. He was only 20.
All over what played out August 5th, 2022. A night he and his friends attended a house party on Ramsgate Way in Rancho Cordova. Did Corey have any enemies?
No, not at all. He loved everybody.
His new girlfriend, Lexi Buteau, says Corey went inside first as she waited for friends. Minutes later, she says Corey walked out. A man in a hoodie was in front of him. She couldn't make out his face.
Without any hesitation, the guy in front of Corey turns around and shoots him multiple times.
4 shots were heard and one party possibly shot in the face.
Detectives think there were more than 75 people there that night. Most were kids afraid to talk. Investigators released this high-quality video and images of a person of interest from that night.
Please take a moment to think about your own child, your child who you love more than life itself.
We ran stories. Together as a community, let's solve this case. You answered my call to share this image through social media, which did lead to tips.
Really, a lot of it came from that surveillance video.
Detectives now say Amias Kugler is the person in that video who was arrested in June on a long list of unrelated felonies, including robbery, false imprisonment, and assault with a deadly weapon. But it took until now to charge him with Corey's killing.
So the DNA collected from his arrest in June was able to link this to this homicide here.
Let me see if I can open it while I'm on here.
I shared with Crystal and Rick the mugshot, an image they are seeing for the first time.
Yeah. It's really hard to see his face, and I just don't understand why,
The suspect was just 17 when Corey died. Crystal and Rick hope he is tried as an adult.
Wasn't a child when he pulled the trigger that night. He was a man. That's when he decided to become a man, and he should face punishment just like a man.
That's their next fight. For tonight, relief somebody is in custody for the premature death of Corey, and gratitude to those who made it happen.
We are beyond grateful for all of the help from the community, from people we don't know, from you. Thank you so much for all you've done. It really means so much to us, and we appreciate it.
And of course, she says a big thank you to the detectives. The family hasn't always felt that way, feeling shut out during the investigation, but they said today they now know the detectives were working the case. But the big question tonight is, why did this happen? Detectives did not say today. Crystal and Rick are meeting with detectives tomorrow to get their questions answered.
And Curtis, I've been sitting right next to you when you've pushed for people to, share this picture of this person of interest. We now know he was 17 at the time. So what happens next then? Well,
he was actually just 1 month shy of his 18th birthday at the time of this murder. And so the case is first going to go to juvenile court. Prosecutors could decide if they're going to try him as an adult, but the first stop is going to be at juvenile court.
And I remember you talking with Corey's girlfriend at the time. Have you talked with her since?
This whole thing really tore her apart, and she moved out of the area. And so I did reach out to her today asking if she was aware of the arrest. I have not heard back.
Okay.